All right, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Friday, March 27, 2020. Here is where we are. And I just got finished listening to Fed President Bostic on Bloomberg. I want to talk about that because it's revolting to me what came out of this man's mouth or the way he said it. But give me a second to get to that one. So, right now, stock futures are down across the board significantly. It looks like we might be in for another pan sell-off. Pan meaning everything is about to sell off here. Crude oil is cratering. Gold and silver are under pressure. Cryptocurrencies are down slightly. But again, what is this coming down to? It's coming down to the yield curve. The 10-year yield is dropping again. Look, I don't care what the Fed is trying to do right now. And I'm going to talk about Bostic in a moment here, Fed President Bostic. Um, None of us seem to be entertaining the possibility that what the Fed is doing is not enough. I explained this to you. I don't mean not enough and that they should be doing more. I mean that it's just not going to work. We have a world, uh, you know, awash in debt. We have a full-blown debt crisis upon us. Uh, and everyone's like, gimme, gimme, gimme more. We have members of Congress right now talking about we need the Fed to do more. They're insane. Now, let me put another perspective on this. So Fed President Bostic this morning, I don't know how many of you caught him on Bloomberg this morning. He's sitting there explaining how the Federal Reserve is doing all the right things right now. They're backing up the American people. And then he was asked about states and cities here in the United States going bankrupt. He was like, oh, the Federal Reserve is going to be more than happy to supply funds to states and cities. Of course, this is their end game, people. I mean, it's in your face. It's in your face. The Federal Reserve could not possibly be happier about the current situation. They've engineered it quite obviously to be the lenders and buyers of last resort, and we're hearing it from another Fed president. We had Bullard talking about how this was orchestrated. Now we got this guy Bostic. Oh yeah, the Fed, we're backing up the American people. We're going to be more than happy to supply funds to cities and states that are going under. Of course they are. This is a takeover. I don't know why people are not getting this, especially the Q Patriots, whoever they are. And I've been asking them to come over to the right side here. Most of them, I think, are sitting by and they're not talking about it. They're not doing anything. They're just sitting here letting this happen. This is an actual global takeover by the Federal Reserve. Two Fed presidents so far that I know of are elated about what's going on here. They want more debt. The Fed's willing to step up to the plate and help the American people and bail out cities and states. It's amazing how fast we went from the strongest economy in the world, booming, to this. And not just that, the marriage of corporations and this new American government, which frankly, SUCKS, to the highest order. It's unbelievable, people. It's unreal. But what you can expect and what I've been explaining to you and has been unfolding, and I can't, there's not another guy on the planet that's nailed this better than me. More debt, much more debt to be flooded into the system in every imaginable way you can think about. And again, they're still playing their game with the paper derivative of gold and silver. Try to find an ounce of gold or silver physical that's not selling for a premium that makes your eyeballs want to pop out of your head. There's a shortage here. There's no doubt about it. We all knew this was going to happen. Well, it's here, and it's suppressing the price. Gold and silver are so disconnected from reality right now, the price action of them. They should be exponentially higher. Gold right now, right now, should be at least $6,000 an ounce. And silver, probably about $500 an ounce. But again, the price suppression is off the Richter scale. And it's going to become real. There's no doubt about it. At one point here. Good. Let them play their game. We're going to play ours because we know what they're going to do. We heard Bostic today, another Fed president. Oh, yeah, more cash is coming. We're going to bail out cities. We're going to bail out states. They're buying the world. I don't know another way to put it. I've been beating this like a dead horse for weeks now. They're buying the world. This is their goal. This is their end game. And for those deluded individuals that continue to write to me, oh, Greg, you don't know what you're talking about. President Trump is deliberately making the Fed inflate so he can take them down. No. These people and whoever's putting out that absolutely dog shit narrative doesn't understand central banking. Central banking's product is debt. It's one thing. The more debt they offer, or because they're offering this to the world and they're taking it, gimme, gimme, gimme. The more they flood the world, the stronger they become. This is a worldwide takeover. It's a new empire or some other thing that is starting with the hub. The new America, where we are now, is the new hub. We're losing so big. We're losing so bigly. It's not even funny. It had nothing to do with this coronavirus, and I mean zero. I've been outlining for all of you how our economy has been in free fall way before the coronavirus, but they're blaming everything on the coronavirus. And what are they trying to do? They're trying to re-inflate a bubble because the last bubble is popping. It's so simple. The markets have one job. The bond markets, the currency markets, the equity markets, you name a market, it has one job. That is to determine fair value. It's not being allowed to do this by design. It started a long time ago, but it really got started again, or I guess started to rear its ugly head in 2008 with the meltdown. But Obama would not let it happen. Come on, Federal Reserve, get in here. Let's start buying everything. President Trump took it over. These two presidents are responsible for allowing the Federal Reserve to take over the freaking world. Okay? Two presidents back to back, 1-2 punch. And you know what? We lose. We lose. There is no other way to put it. Anyway, look, I'm out of here. I hope this video has made sense to you. This is so disgusting to me to watch this happen. It, as you can see, makes me very, very unhappy. All right, look, this guy here loves you all. And I'm going to tell you right now one more time. I don't care what they do to gold. I don't care what they do to silver. I don't care what they're doing to cryptocurrencies. These are the places you need to be in this environment, as we haven't seen anything yet as to what the Fed is going to do. This is a worldwide takeover. And for you Q patriots, please come over here to the right side of this equation. Start blogging. Start talking about this. If you consider yourself a real patriot, you should be trying to defend America against the hideous force that has overtaken it. And the president is allowing this to happen. You have your faith in the wrong place, okay? If you understand at its core what central banking is and how central banking works, because, again, you're being misled here. The end game for central banks is to be the lender and buyer of last resort. They cannot be made to go bankrupt, and we are not going back to a gold standard in any way, shape, or form. I don't care who is telling you that. I don't care. It's not happening. Central banks' power, all of it, resides in their ability to issue debt. That's it. Do you believe that these central banks that are all run by the same Wall Street banks, you know who these banks are, they are not going to relinquish power. They will kill millions. We've already done it to establish a fiat monetary system in the petrodollar. They're not letting it go. Believe me, your life, your children's life, and everyone you can think about's life will be sacrificed to maintain it. So get the delusion out of your head, and whoever's spreading it, they should be shamed before the world. Whatever YouTube channels are out here pushing this narrative, they are misleading people on a very large scale. They don't understand central banking. They don't understand what's going on here. And has any one of these so-called YouTube channel experts called the market and the debt market and what the Fed would do better than me? How about zero? How about none of them have? Okay? So that should tell you something. All right, look, I'm out of here. Love you all. Share the video, please.